Welcome back to our next podcast on cue card making. Turn on auto caption for better experience.
Losing something important can be a gut-wrenching experience. It can leave you feeling empty, lost, and sometimes even hopeless. For me, the most important thing that I ever lost was a necklace that had been passed down through generations of women in my family. The necklace was a beautiful gold chain with a small locket attached to it. The locket had been passed down through generations of women on my mother's side of the family, and it was believed to have been owned by my great-great-grandmother. My mother had given me the necklace on my 18th birthday, and it was a moment that I will never forget. She told me that it was a symbol of the strength and resilience of the women in our family, and that it would always be a reminder of where I came from. I wore the necklace every day, never taking it off except for when I went swimming or took a shower. It became a part of my identity, and I felt naked without it. I would often run my fingers over the smooth surface of the locket and think about the women who had owned it before me, and the lives they had lived. Then one day, it was gone. I had gone out to a party with some friends, and at some point during the night, the necklace must have slipped off my neck. I didn't realize it was missing until the next morning when I woke up and reached for it, only to find an empty space where it should have been. I searched frantically for the necklace, tearing apart my room and retracing my steps from the previous night. I even went back to the party and searched the floor and furniture, but it was nowhere to be found. I felt sick to my stomach as I realized that it was gone for good. The weeks that followed were some of the hardest of my life. I felt like a part of me was missing, and I couldn't shake the feeling of sadness and loss. Every time I thought about the necklace, I would feel a wave of grief wash over me. Eventually, I had to come to terms with the fact that the necklace was gone. It was a difficult lesson to learn, but it taught me that material possessions are just that, possessions. They can be lost or taken away, but the memories and experiences that we hold dear can never be taken from us. While I still mourn the loss of the necklace, I have come to appreciate the memories and the connections that it represented. It reminded me of the strong and resilient women in my family, and it will always hold a special place in my heart.
Thank you for listening to our education podcast. As we wrap up this episode, we want to take a moment to express our gratitude for all of our listeners. We hope that our podcast has been a valuable resource for you in your educational journey and that it has provided you with insights, inspiration, and knowledge that you can apply in your life, and we look forward to sharing more insights with you in our next episode.